guys, welcome back to Dave Does Outdoors. Back up at the beech tree on a wet night. Little kind of window just to get out with the dog again. Peeing down the rain. It's due to dry up a little bit, so we'll see. But it's going to be, I've got a little umbrella, so I'm going to need to try and keep the camera out of the rain, but keen to give the tent a go in the rain. We're going to use the old slate across there to cook some steak, get a fire going hopefully in the rain. We're fairly sheltered. This has been a wee favourite spot of mine for the last couple of wee videos, so thanks for joining me tonight in the rain. Hopefully we'll have some good times over the next wee while. It probably won't be massively long tonight because of the rain, but we'll get the fire moving. We're going to set the tent up in the same spot across there. It's not as windy tonight, which will be good, and I've got a nice little bit of steak to cook with my little frying pan, the stone, so we'll get on good. And Audrey's just glad to get back out. She's got her coat on, she's all sorted for the weather. Audrey, come here. Looking a bit bedraggled, but I've got a towel so I can dry her off and get her cosy by the fire. So yeah, listen, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers, and I think you can share as well, so really keen to get the numbers up. But we're getting there slowly but surely. But again, great to be outdoors, so thanks again for joining me. No, I haven't got lots of wood gathered. I just thought I'd see how we got on to try and get it up and running. Here we go. You'll soon be able to sit by the fire and get warm. Yeah. I'm doing okay. I'm just not sure how much of this is dry and how much it's not going to burn or take a light. Start putting some bigger bits around the side because they'll start drying in the heat. Just being careful not to knock it over. I think we're getting some there. That was quite tricky in the rain, but we're getting there. Right, I'm just going to get some of the dry stuff from underneath the tree and get a few bigger bits. I think we're okay, but that was quite close. I think we've done okay. So you quickly get a heat built up, and then I put some of the damper, bigger bits at the side, so they'll just kind of naturally start to dry out, and we can just start to get a wee bit of size. And then I've got kind of wet stuff around it that will just slowly build up as well. If anything, it's not going to be enough wind tonight, but I can give it a blow. But no, we're doing good. That's been good. Wee bit touch and go in the wetness. It's proper. Another well, we're almost in August, and it's about what, 5ish, half 5, and it's kind of Scotland in the summer, but it's all good. We're outdoors. We're going to get some cooking soon. I'm going to get the slate. This was an old either roof slate, or I'm not sure. This is what we cooked the breakfast on the other day, and you can see it kind of split a little bit. but that'll be enough. The other day Louis, my middle boy, he was with me, so that was kind of why there was quite a lot of food getting cooked, but tonight it's just me, so small frying pan, enough space on the slate for the steak, so hopefully the rain will die down a little bit before I pop the tent up, but it's all good, so far so good. And again, we've got a wee bit of cover from the canopy up here. As you can see by the rope swing, it's a space that's used. I mean, there's normally a wee fire pit kind of set up and stuff, but it's a balance between people enjoying getting outside and respecting it, and people coming out and abusing it. And we're all about people getting out and enjoying being outdoors and respecting the countryside, respecting nature, tidying up after you, leaving no trace, etc. So listen, I'm going to keep building the fire up and just slowly kind of getting settled into being out in the rain again, and I need to get a decent bit of wood gathered, otherwise we're going to run out. So, but all good. Lots of olive oil, that's good. Again, I've forgotten my spatula, so I'm going to need to do something out of wood. I'm going to get it on the frying pan, get it on the heat, get on the fire. Okay, so we're going to give the vegetables a good cook, but the heat, you know, and I've cut them small so they don't take too long, but I'm going to keep them on the heat. I've got the stone warming through at the back. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on that. I might lower that, I don't know, and we'll see. I'm going to just slowly cook the veg for a good 5 or 10 minutes, slow roast we're calling this, but you can see, yummy. I've got a wee bit of sweet chilli sauce or something just to salt and pepper. Moment of truth, we are opening this bad boy again. Vegetarian, vegan warning. Now, what I thought I'd do before we go onto the stone, I wanted to flame grill again, because searing it on the flame is like the absolute bomb, and because I've had the time, I can do it tonight. Although it's raining, we've got the time, so we can add a little bit more wood to that, flame grill that. Now tonight we're on a little bit of fillet, that's still nice. We'll just keep that right on the side of the fire, and that will soon be searing away. Pleased with that. So that's barbecue grill pan, top of a disposable barbecue, flexible copper wire, so it's light and it's easy to carry. And I've just fashioned a little frame out of wood, so I'm going to sear it on the flame and then I'll put it on the stone for a slower cook. So it's gourmet, as my friend and colleague Jer would say. It's gourmet stuff tonight. So we're slow roasting it on the stone. We're going to heat that up. Heat up the veg a little bit, and yeah, I think we're just going to eat it out the frying pan like you do. Let it cool down, let it breathe a little bit. But yeah, chuffed. Really good. Which is good. In the rain, are we bothered? Not really. All good. All very good. And that's proper hot. So I'm going to get a couple of bits of wood, just pop it under there. Rain's starting to come down again. You have to watch with a dog around. Anything to do with steak, and so let's pop that across there, and we'll just transfer that over and just give that a wee sear on the fire. Give it a little sear. And this is really nicely done. Oh, it's cooking with gas tonight. I mean, you can't get better than that. Char grilled fillet steak with fried vegetables. Thanks for coming on board again tonight, folks. It's always good to share what I'm doing with you folk at home, and I appreciate all your support, I really do. We'll have this, we'll munch this, and then we'll see about setting the tent up. I've never done it in the rain, so this is all quite new to me. I used to do little bits with the Scouts many years ago, but now in my mid-50s it's like, I suppose revisiting a wee bit of that kind of sort of childhood stuff, which is brilliant. I'm enjoying it, it's getting me out. It's a good way of getting through COVID and keeping sane, so and an excuse to cook a fire, have some steak, have some nice food, spend some time with the wee dog. I'm going to get cozied up near the fire with her on my lap and have a coffee after dinner. So I hope you guys are having much fun at home as I am out here in the wilderness. It's a little bit wet, but we're not bothered. We're enjoying it. So thanks for tuning in again. I'm going to take that off. I'm really impressed with that. The kind of manoeuvrability of that little cooking device. We pop it in the longer grass there. I'm going to pop it in the frying pan. Fillet steak with roast vegetables with some added wood. And tonight's beverage of choice. Oh, okay. Definitely brewed in the UK. Fanta, zero sugar. Oh man. Right. Let's try a little bit of this. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. The green one's washing up liquid, by the way. It's not some weird. I'm just going to put a bit of chilli sauce on the potato, and the onion, the carrot. Got a little bit of ground pepper on the steak and the veg. Does anyone else like their vegetables really well done? Give me some comments below. I want to start replying to some of your comments and stuff, so Sorry about all the munching sounds and really successful again. Audrey's going to get a tiny little bit. I gave her some ham and some of her dog food earlier on. Oh man. Char grilled veg, carrot, red onion, potato, fillet steak, happy days. We don't eat much meat, red meat or steak, so getting a wee bit of steak when we're out. A little treat. This is brilliant. That veg tonight's slow roast. It looks quite charred, but I like it. Oh man, I hope you guys at home are eating something as nice as that, drinking something as good as this, healthy. Man, living my best. Seriously, I was thinking about coming out tonight with the rain. I'm glad I did. Well, since I've not tried to get the tent up in the peeing rain yet, but I think little one's going to get a tiny bit of that tonight. I'm enjoying it too much, I really am. Flame grilled fillet, cooked on the stone again. I cooked the full breakfast on the stone, so check out my other vid. She gets the last bit because she's so brave putting up with her dad and all his adventures. Well done. So got the Vango Nevis 200 up in the same spot as my first solo, so it's my second camp up here, third or fourth camp all in, so doing well. Haven't been camping for years, but getting back into it, loving it. Managed not to forget anything too critical, I think. So yeah, I think my coffee's bubbling away already. Just takes, honestly, 2 minutes. I'm going to get a small Bialletti, I think, maybe for my Christmas, I'm not sure. Yeah, an even smaller one. That believe it or not, is a 4 cup, but it's just a large coffee. You get a really small one, which will be a lot lighter, so it's a bit extravagant, to be honest with you, when you're away, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a couple of grams, you know, a few grams, so that's nice and cosy. I'm going to sit on that log. I'm going to cut my Fanta tin up and make a tumbler like I had to do on one of my other camps. So check out my other vids, guys. If you can, give me a like and a subscribe and share a little bit. I'm trying to get to my first 100. I'm working out some sort of giveaway. I've got some ideas, which I'm sure somebody will really like. So I'm going to get my coffee off, it's boiling over. You do not want any accidents when you're away from home, do we? So taking your time with anything sharp. The edges of the tin end up being quite sharp. It's thin aluminium, but if we just turn the top edge over, it makes it rounded. And you need to wear a glove or some sort of heat protection as well, because the last time I poured the coffee in and the heat just goes right through metal. I think what I did last time was just cut, I don't know, just like a centimetre and a centimetre, and then again my handy Swiss Army knife, and then maybe put on my decent glove just for that extra protection. So you should be able to just fold it, sort of crimp it a little bit, and then give it a rinse with some water. I think that's one of the fun things about going away. You always forget something, and it's that bit about adapting, working out things, adapting. And I guess through a pandemic, we've all had to adapt in a massive way. We really have. That will do. I'll give it a rinse. So like, get you back up here a little bit. There we go. Put that there. Just, I think we've got quite a lot of water, but she's had a decent drink, which is the main thing. So that's the last one that I made. It was a 7-Up tin, so I called it the 7-Up mug. No, 7-Up cup. Oh, that's hot, even through those gloves. I might need to let that cool down for a minute or two. It's nice when I let it cool. Oh man, I love that. Lavazza. I wasn't sure if we were going to get out tonight with the rain, and but we've made it, and I think we're in for a quite quiet night. I think it will lift and it will settle. And the last time we were up here, it was really windy and rainy, so it should be quieter tonight. We might get a better sleep. I don't know if you really sleep ever that well in a tent, but practice makes perfect. I've got a couple of good. I was going to go up John Knox pool pit today, but it's too far a drive, and I couldn't didn't have the time. So we just need to fit in what we can. So yeah, I'm hoping you guys are all getting out and about as well. We're all easing up through lockdown and coming out of COVID, so it's great. And we'll check the tent out in the rain today. I've got my stove for a coffee in the morning, and up and away early doors. So, but I'm going to tidy up a little bit, and we're going to get an early night tonight. Get her cozied up. She's a wee bit wet through, but she's not bad. This is a wee quilt. This is her actual winter coat. So I knew she wasn't going to be kind of running about or overheating. Yeah, and she's dry and warm underneath. So, aren't you? Oh yeah, you're my girl. I love this quality time with the wee one as well. Proper bonding with your dog when you're out like this. just the two of you. She's never far away. She's always kind of looking about and sniffing the air. And she had a little bit of steak earlier on. She's had some ham, some food. So it's all good. I don't think we're going to venture far tonight. It's too wet. So we're just going to hunker down, chill out, enjoy the fire, finish my coffee, Fanta cup. I'm loving experiencing all this without any alcohol. Alcohol, it's such a dulling drug. It really does dull everything. So what this is about now is like feeling everything, feeling life, feeling outdoors, enjoying it, really feeling it, tasting it, seeing it, hearing it. All the drugs just dampen all that down and dull it all. So really enjoying and experiencing this with you all. So, and it gives me a good excuse to get out and about a bit more. So thanks to April for supporting Dave Does Outdoors. Thanks to all the kids, Ruby, Louie, Mia, my family, families, everything, friends as well. I've got a good group of friends. I'm really lucky. So, well, folks, I'm going to be turning in reasonably soon. It's been a nice chilled night, some nice food. The fire again, yeah. Luckily we've got a bit of cover from the big beech tree. Probably my favourite spot. The fire, an abundance of wood up here, so you can just keep it absolutely stocked. Got the tent kind of up here, just pretty protected if it's windy and stuff later on. Not sure if it will be. In Scotland the weather's always unpredictable, but yeah, we know this spot. It's my favourite little spot just now. It's my favourite wood. Audrey's enjoying it as usual. She was trying to get into the tent a minute ago. I've got her bed, I've got her blanket, I've got a wee under blanket, but we're just sitting, she's getting dry. So yeah, a wee quick trip tonight. I'm not going to ramble on. It's just been nice to get out again and share it with you guys at home. I hope you enjoy experiencing some of this with me. It's always a pleasure to get out and share it and yeah, build the channel up a little bit, see if we can get to 100 subscribers. So spread the word. I'm really keen to grow a little bit. Quite a few of the people that I follow are celebrating 1,000 and 10,000 and so on. I'm not quite at 50 yet, so we've got a long way to go, but I'm not particularly bothered. It's just so nice to get out and about with her. She's getting a bit dry and she's just sitting here. We're not overly close to the fire, but close enough. It's roasted. It's perfect for marshmallows and stuff. My channel's about, it's about getting outdoors. It's also about mental health and mental well-being and looking after yourselves, and I'm hoping out there you've all got somebody that you can speak to, somebody that you can trust, somebody that you can be open up to and be honest to. I think the pandemic and COVID, it's like none of us have been through anything like this before. It's been massive, and I think, I'm hoping that everyone's coping and getting through it, and certainly reaching out and speaking to people. There's so much good support out there. If you haven't got family or friends yourself, then there's like so much good support. in the communities, you know, Google it, look around, there's loads of good support. So I'm really hoping that people are using that support and they're coping, and you know, they're not doing stuff that's not going to be good for them. It's really important to be positive and healthy and look after yourself and each other. So I guess that's what this channel's a little bit about, you know. Is it about being alcohol free, drug free? I guess so as well. It's been a big part of my life journey for the last 10 years or so, and it's been really, really good to be stable emotionally and less dull, and I would fully recommend giving it a go. It's not as hard as you'd think. Our lives often rotate around alcohol and drugs, and when you actually step away from it and you realise that there's so much of life going on beyond that, it's truly amazing. So yeah, thoroughly recommend it. So, but anyway, we're about to tuck up into our sleeping bag soon. She's just gorgeous, just sitting there on her dad's knee, loving it by the fire. Oh, night night from us, and I will probably check in with you in the morning, get some Zeds. So thanks again for joining me, and night night. That's the coffee brewed. Oh yes. Got my Fanta cup. Literally a minute, 2 minutes. Not that maybe the kind of prettiest of coffee cup, but does the damage. So yeah, a nice wee woody spot to kind of wake up again. Thanks again for joining me last night. That's me tidied up, tent down, no trace really, tidied up, no rubbish, everything's nice and clean and tidy. So off down the road. And remember, stick some comments in. I'm needing some bit of feedback. Are you finding the content interesting? Are you wanting something slightly different, shorter, longer, more outdoors, more gear orientated, more health orientated? I'm not too sure, but I'm looking for some constructive feedback. Not too interested in sort of lots of tirades of abuse, but anything sort of positive and constructive, then happy to work with that. So it'd be really good to get some feedback on how it's going and how you're finding the content. Okay, listen, thanks again for all your support. Take care.